So let's check for the else. So here we have the and if. So let's check here else if the user doesn't have any QR code. So what we will do, so let's add another TR, and inside this TR, so let's add another TD, and inside this TD, so we have div with margin top and bottom of 3, and here another div with alert, and info, and here we can display no QR codes. Okay, so here let's use call span of 3. So save. Let's refresh the page and see what we have here. So now we have a QR code, but if we delete this one that already exists, so let's delete it. So now we need to display message telling the user that no QR codes. So as you can see, no QR codes. Okay, so let's move now to the pagination links. So after the closing tag of the table, let's add another div with the margin top and the bottom of 3, and justify content to its center. And let's here use the QR codes and call the links method. Okay, so now we can display the links or the validation, not the validation, but the pagination links. So let's refresh the page. So now we need to add the QR code so we can see the not the validation, but the pagination link. So let's create a new QR code. So let's fill the form, submit. So the first one has been added successfully. Let's add another one so we can see the pagination links. So let's add here second one, and we are done. Okay, so now we will not see the links. Why? Because here we are displaying 10 per page. Okay, so here we need only one. So let's add only one now to see the link. So if we refresh the page, so as you can see, we have next, previous, showing 1 of 2, but as you can see, so the links are not well designed. So we need to tell our application to use Bootstrap 5 for the pagination links. Okay, so to do that, you need to move to the app service provider inside the boot function. So here we need to call the paginator, and the paginator has the method which is use. So use bootstrap. So boot. So let's do something. Let's first import it. So I think from illuminate paginate. Let's see. So from illuminate pagination paginator, and this paginator has the method which is use bootstrap 5. So now if we use this method and we save, let's refresh the page and see what we have here. So as you can see, we have the pagination links. If we move to second page, so now we are in second page. If we move to the first page, so now we are in the first page. Okay, so as you can see, now we are done. So what we need to move to next, so we need to move to the edit. Okay, but before we do that, let's add also a navbar so we can move between the pages. So let's add a navbar, and later we move to the edit. And to add the navbar, so just move to Bootstrap, and you have here, so if you move to the components and check the navs and tabs, so we can find here. So let's check. So I think Let's see again what we have here. So I think this one, let's use this one. So just copy, move to our navbar and remove this and add this here. So for now, let's organize the code. So for now, we have this one active. Let's change it to home. So let's change it to home. And here we need an icon. So fast far home. So here, let's change it to home. And what else? We need a register link and a login link, and here we will display how many QR codes the user has. Okay, so for now let's add only links. So here we have the registration, or let's do something. Let's copy from here. So here let's change it to register. And here, let's use, so we can use user plus. And for the login, we can use sign in, and we will add later the links. So if the user is already logged in, okay. So if the user is already logged in, so we will add links for this case. Okay, so let's do something. Let's add also here, so we have the link. So let's make it disabled, and here let's make it or let's give it text dark, and we can add here an icon which is the QR codes to display how many QR codes this user has. So QR codes for the icon, and let's give it XL to be a large icon, and here let's for now display only 5, okay, which is the default one. So later when we reach the registration and login, so we'll see the current QR codes that the user has. So here we have 5, but where is the icon? Why it's not showing? So I think only QR code, not codes with S. So let's also make this. Let's make it also this navbar. Let's justify the contents and put it in center. So refresh the page and see. So as you can see now, links are here, and also we have how many QR codes he has by default, and the registration, login, and home page. Okay, so later we will add links. So when the user is a guest, so we will display links for the guests, and when he is logged in, so you will display the links or the logged in user with log out link. Okay, so now let's move to the edit before we move to the registration and the login.